ahead on CTV News. A man is charged with arson after setting an apartment on fire in Laurel. Plus, Council Chair Crystal Oriata launches a new program for expecting mothers.
As a mother, as a community advocate, and now as chair of the Prince George's County Council, I know firsthand the struggles that a lot of mothers face.
And the Commanders suffered through their 8th straight loss against the Minnesota Vikings. These stories and more on CTV News, starting now.
Good evening, this is CTV News for December 8th. I'm Anaya Falcon.
And I'm Jonathan Hunter. Thanks for joining us. Topping our news tonight, Delegate Jocelyn Pena-Melnick is now considered the front runner to become the next Maryland House of Delegates Speaker. A few other candidates dropped out and pledged to support her. This comes after Speaker Adrienne Jones announced she was stepping down immediately. Pena-Melnick has spent her entire House career on the Health and Government Operations Committee. She rose to being the chair back in 2022. Pena-Melnick represents District 21, which includes Prince George's and Anne Arundel counties. The Democratic caucus is planning to meet on December 16th to vote on the next speaker.
And a suspect has been charged for starting a 2-alarm fire at an apartment building in Laurel last night. This was the scene at the 9500 block of Merkick Road. County Fire and EMS officials arrived around 9 p.m. to see flames coming out of the 3rd floor. The Red Cross assisted at least 19 families impacted. The suspect was taken to the hospital with serious but non-life-threatening injuries. He has been charged with arson to the 1st degree, malicious destruction of property, and reckless endangerment. We will keep you updated as the story develops.
And faculty at Prince George's Community College have reached an agreement for their first ever union contract. Faculty members will be represented by United Academics of Maryland. UAMD President Angelique Cook-Hayes says their members were pushed to the breaking point by decisions made without transparency. The agreement means faculty will receive wage increases and a strong grievance process. The tentative agreement will be presented to the faculty and a vote will take place to finalize the ratification.
And Council Chair Crystal Oriata launched her new signature today, Black Maternal Health Initiative Mothers First. It's the first initiative for Crystal Oriata as chair. Mothers First is a community care initiative that will ensure that new mothers across Prince George's County receive the care they need following the birth of their child and throughout early childhood. It will provide in-home and virtual support to more than 1,000 District 7 mothers, and it includes hands-on help with meals and household tasks.
You will see a robust approach focusing on women and mothers, and I think that's the difference when you have people elected to these positions. I'm the youngest chair female to serve in this role, was the first woman ever to be pregnant and also a council member. And I think when you have that type of representation, you see policy change.
It means a lot to me because I really felt like I was losing myself as a mom. So just knowing that it's my turn, it's my season, I could do this. Like, I feel like I'm winning right now. Like, I really do.
A vision brunch celebrating the launch of the initiative is scheduled for February. Moms looking to apply can visit mothersfirstinitiative.com. And new data is raising big questions about the Trump administration's immigration crackdown. It shows that more than a third of the roughly 220,000 people arrested by ICE in the first 9 months had no criminal history, even though the administration has repeatedly said its focus is on dangerous offenders. Most of those arrested were men between 25 and 45, with the largest share coming from Mexico. ICE is also falling far short of White House pressure to ramp up arrests. Right now, the agency is holding about 65,000 migrants in detention centers nationwide.
And with the holiday season underway, scammers are looking for new ways to earn your money. And with the current immigration crackdown, they are now targeting those looking for quick citizenship. According to the Federal Trade Commission, all official forms from the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services are free of charge. Some red flags to look out for include pressure to act immediately, unusual payment methods, or attempts to get paid by providing personal financial information. For more information and resources for spotting immigration scams, you can visit consumer.ftc.gov. The Trump administration is implementing new restrictions for work permits for immigrants. Under the new rules, the permits will now be valid for 18 months instead of a 5-year period. U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, also known as USCIS, cited the recent attack against 2 West Virginia National Guard members as the reason. The agency is arguing the new move will give officials more time to vet and screen immigrants. This shift will likely cause backlogs when it comes to processing legal immigration requests. And you're watching CTV News. I'm Jonathan Hunter.
And I'm Anaya Falcon. Still to come, expecting parents, listen up. A big chance is underway for the newborn vaccine policy in the U.S.
After the break, find out if the change will impact your new bundle of joy. Back in a moment.
Come on, move. Of course, there aren't any spots. A few minutes won't hurt anybody. Thanks, Grandma.
Paralyzed Veterans of America works tirelessly every day to create a more accessible America. Let's leave the accessible spaces to the people who actually need them. Whatever the reason, excuses don't excuse. Join PVA and be part of the solution. Honor the spot.
Hi, I'm Elijah. In the summer, I like playing basketball on the trampoline. When I'm hungry, it affects me. Like if I'm trying to read, I'll go to sleep, or if I'm trying to do something around class, I'll get distracted. When I grow up, I want to be a robotic engineer. I want to build robots that can help around the house. Helping people makes me feel proud of myself.
Welcome back. Part of the BWI airport was briefly evacuated last week as new law enforcement investigated a potential security concern at Concourse A. Officials say around 6 p.m., passengers and airline traffic is in the section where were cleared while police conducted inspections. Just 30 minutes later, after finding no threat, normal operations resumed. Many flights were delayed that day, and airport officials have not disclosed what prompted the evacuation, but emphasized that no danger was found.
Well, more than 1,000 people in Wheaton are finally back home days after a massive water leak forced the county to condemn the Arrive Wheaton apartments and the Safeway below it. Fire officials say nearly 5 feet of water flooded the basement, knocking out power and forcing people who live there to leave with little notice. Management now says repairs are complete and they spent the day testing every unit before giving the all clear. The complex says it will reimburse people for hotel stays, food, and other essentials, with rent credits expected to begin the week of December 22nd. Councilwoman Walla Blagay is gearing up to host a virtual meeting tonight called the State of the Power. The discussion will be centered around the growing energy crisis and rising electric bills. there's a chance there could be blackouts in 2027 due to the rising demand of power. The councilwoman wants PJM to come to the discussion so they can educate the community and learn why they might be seeing a rise in their energy bills.
And I think people should understand what's going on, that if we don't get power generation, it will even impact the lights in our homes. And nobody here is used to living without power. It's survival in most places. So I want people to really get the understanding of where we are with our power. How do we get our power? Most people don't know that. What brings us, what needs to be done so that we don't face blackouts? People need to understand that and just how it works.
The event will take place from 6 to 7:30 p.m.
And over the weekend, a sorority worked to equip women with important information regarding HIV and AIDS. The Prince George's County Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated hosted an event called Your Health, Your Power, a community day of awareness and action. The event, designed to recognize World AIDS, shed a light on the infectious disease. Here in Prince George's in 2024, there were 238 new reported cases of HIV. That's a 18.4% increase from 2023. During the event, organizers provided attendees with HIV testing, workshops, and conversations with medical professionals.
You don't hear as much about HIV right now, but it's still here. And we want to make sure that the community knows what they need to do. We want them to feel comfortable, to have confidential testing so they can get their test results and they know their status.
We really are focused on getting the persons who are infected with HIV to start to come out, to start to be tested, and to bring awareness, especially with the Black women in Prince George's County.
The event was in partnership with Heart to Hand Community of Hope AME Church and National Coalition of Black Women. A major change in U.S. newborn vaccine policy is underway, and Maryland is responding fast. A CDC advisory panel voted to end the long-standing recommendation that every baby gets a hepatitis B shot at birth. Under the new guidance, the birth dose would be given only if a mother has hepatitis B, or if her status is unknown. Otherwise, families could wait until the baby is about 2 months old. However, Maryland's Department of Health has issued a standing order allowing providers to follow the latest guidance from the American Academy of Pediatrics when giving the hepatitis B vaccine. The CDC director will make the final decision on whether the policy becomes official nationally, but Maryland is already putting the new guidance into practice.
And Congressman Jamie Raskin is raising concerns over a recent interview President Donald Trump had with CBS's 60 Minutes. Raskin believes the president may have coerced the network's editorial decision in the November 2nd 60 Minutes interview. He sent a letter to CBS demanding the company investigate whether or not Trump improperly influenced the network. Raskin said in a statement, "It's one thing for CBS to make independent editorial decisions protected by the First Amendment. It is quite another to make edits at the president's demand out of fear of retribution." Maryland's redistricting fight continues. This past Friday, Governor Wes Moore's Redistricting Commission held a public virtual listening session. Those in favor of redistricting said the state must eliminate its lone Republican congressional seat because the Supreme Court approved a new map that is favorable to Texas Republicans. But not everyone who attended the meeting is in favor of mid-cycle redistricting. Senate President Bill Ferguson has said this is not something he supports. And still to come on CTV News.
A famous storyline has made its way to Prince George's County.
It's a timeless story, a story about a guy who's sort of lost his way. He's focused on his material wealth, and he's sort of forgot the important things in life.
You may have heard that the American Legion helps honor our fallen heroes.
Or that the American Legion helped write the GI Bill, enabling veterans to get a college education.
And yeah, you've heard us tell a good story or two.
But did you know that the American Legion does so much more for our veterans? From advocacy on Capitol Hill to serving others in our communities, the American Legion continues its tradition of strengthening America through service. Learn more about supporting veterans in your community by visiting legion.org.
Dear Santa, I hope you are having a good day in the North Pole. Is it cold all the time there? Is that why your cheeks are so rosy? I bet all of your reindeer are very excited. All right, guys. Is your beard long? My dad's is scratchy. My mom says I'm a good helper. But you didn't come last year. Was my chimney broken? Or did you forget? I do that sometimes. I just really hope this year when I wake up, I'm gonna see that you came to my house too.
Donate to Toys for Tots and help the Marines deliver hope to a child in need.
A new report predicts a scarce future for the DMV's water supply. Researchers from the Interstate Commission on the Potomac River Basin predict a 17% increase in water demand by 2050, with a 5% chance of water shortages as well. This could lead to a range of water restrictions to possibly no water coming out of taps at all. Researchers believe this is likely from the changing weather patterns due to global warming. The Potomac River serves as either a primary or sole source of water for D.C., Maryland, and Virginia.
The Maryland Department of the Environment recently honored student artists with its Rethink Recycling Sculpture Contest. All sculptures were made from reused materials. Chelsea Cunningham and Shakima Randolph from Suitland High School both took home first place category prizes for their works Luminous Lamppost and Specimens. The first place grand prize went to Century High School student Tamaya Harding, who won with her piece titled What We Once Enjoyed, a Flower, arrangement made from plastic spoons, floral foam, and Christmas lights wire.
And a Maryland educator is earning national recognition. Danielle Crankfield, a counselor at Crawford High School, has become the first in the nation to receive the new Advocacy Award from Equal Opportunity Schools. Crankfield is being honored for her work of expanding access to advanced placement courses, helping more students enroll and succeed in higher level classes. School leaders say her dedication is changing outcomes for countless students.
And if you're looking for something to do this holiday season, going to see a play just might be the thing for you.
CTV's Katara Jones takes us inside the Bowie Center for the Performing Arts, where a beloved British story is being retold.
It's all humbug, I tell you!
That was actor Alistair Slim in the 1951 version of A Christmas Carol, which was originally a novel published back in 1843 by British author Charles Dickens. This holiday season, the famous story will be told right here in Prince George's County.
I wanted an annual family tradition, and it seemed to me that Christmas Carol would be the right choice.
For the third year, the Bowie Center for the Performing Arts will be putting on this timeless holiday production. The story centers around Ebenezer Scrooge, an old businessman during the Victorian era in London who dislikes the Christmas season and unexpectedly gets visited by several spirits.
Part of the concept for the show here is that we like to keep things moving. So we have a lot of projections happening so that you see the scene sort of shift right in front of your eyes. Scrooge goes on a journey, a visitation of 4 spirits. 3 of the spirits take him to the past, they take him to the future, they take him to the present, and he has to see what Christmas could be like if he would just join with them and have an enjoyable holiday season.
What makes this production of A Christmas Carol unique is that it will feature professional actors and community members not only from Prince George's, but from across the region.
This year, we have 43 community members who've joined our company in the community chorus, and that is by far the largest number that we've ever had in the community chorus. So we're excited to see the production grow, and we're excited to see the involvement of the community.
The family-friendly play is just over an hour. The final showings are set for Sunday, December 14th and Sunday, December 21st. Katera Jones, CTV News.
For more details, you can visit BowieCenter.org. Parents, listen up. You may want to check your child's toy bin. Crayola is recalling all Pip Cubes magnetic kits. The activity set is being recalled due to the fact it's easy for kids to swallow. If the high-powered magnets are swallowed, they may attract to each other and become lodged in the digestive system. This can result in blockage of the intestines, blood poisoning, and even death. Consumers should immediately take this product out of reach for children and contact the company for a replacement set.
Well, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, and when it comes to enjoying a cocktail, Maryland residents have 3 that they prefer more than others. That's according to a study by the Ice Maker Hub. With over 8,600 Google searches, the Old Fashioned was Maryland's most popular cocktail. Coming in at number 2 was the Classic Margarita, followed by the Espresso Martini. Founder of the Ice Maker Hub, Scott Carswell, says these results show how classic cocktails continue to dominate American preferences. Now, Jonathan, what is your favorite cocktail?
You know, honestly, I don't know. I think I like them all. What about yourself?
Well, on occasion, I'll say that old-fashioned margarita.
All right, you know, I agree with you.
All right. Well, still ahead, Simon Buggs has our Monday sports page.
That's right. And I hear he has some highlights from the gridiron. What's going on, Simon?
Stay right there for your Monday sports page, guys, because I have some highlights for you all on the Wise High School State Championship game rematch versus Quince Orchard. Find out who took home the hardware right here on CTV Sports.
What I love the most about the holidays, it's a time to bring everybody together. Even with 2 full-time jobs, it's hard to make ends meet.
The holidays should be a time for joy, not worry. Together, we can make sure every family has what they need to celebrate.
In the holiday box that we receive from the food pantry, we usually get a large turkey, boxes of stuffing, yams.
You can help every family gather around a full table this holiday season. Learn how you can help at feedingamerica.org.
Having low income can mean making tough choices. Choosing between paying for food or medication or a place to live is a reality for many people. Do you know someone who could use some extra help? Find out about the Supplemental Security Income Program, SSI. You could receive monthly SSI payments if your income and financial resources are low and you are 65 or older, or an adult or child with a disability or who is blind. SSI is money you can use to help pay for basic needs, like putting food on the table, keeping the lights on, paying the rent. It can mean new shoes for growing feet or help with medical needs. Call 1-800-772-1213 or visit ssa.gov/SSI to schedule an appointment or start to apply today. That's ssa.gov/SSI. Produced at U.S. taxpayer expense.
Okay, everyone, hope you enjoyed your weekend. Let's get into your Monday sports page. We start off with some highlights from the gridiron as the high school state championship game took place this past Friday and the Wise High School Pumas took on Quince Orchard. Now, Quince Orchard's offense got off to a good start as this QB keeper from William Drakeford Jr. and this touchdown pass from Drakeford to one of his teammates had the Cougars up 14-zip through the first quarter and some change of the ball game. But fast forward to later on in the second quarter, Wiley's offense began to settle in some as quarterback Eric West finds Sergio Tarico open for the Pumas touchdown to make the score now just 14-7 in favor of the Cougars. Hugh Owen scoreless the rest of the second quarter and went into halftime with a 14-7 lead over Wise. The Cougars had another strong start in the third quarter, going right down the field and punching another one in to go up 20-7 on the Pumas. But right after that, Quince Orchard was set to kick the ball off with running back Cameron Parker back to return. And Parker used his blazing speed to evade multiple QO defenders, and before you know it, he was able to get loose and get to the 30, then the 20, then the 10, and then the 5, And before you know it, it was touchdown Pumas as he ran all the way back to give his team their second one of the night, and now the team was only down 20-14 on the Cougars. And after a failed offensive drive by Quince Orchard, the Pumas took the field and had a chance to tie the game or even take the lead. That wasn't until West threw this costly interception, causing a turnover on downs. And that led to the Cougars finding the end zone again, and now QO was up 26-14 on Wise. But just as it seemed like the game was getting out of hand, Parker came through for his team again as he ran the ball up the middle, and it was all she wrote after that as no one could keep up with him on his way to scoring his team's third touchdown of the night. And now the Pumas were within striking distance again, now only down 26-21 on the Cougars going into the fourth quarter. And in the fourth quarter, the score was still 26-21 in favor of Quince Orchard with a little under 2 minutes to go. And Wise's offense took the field for a potential game-winning drive. Wise was slowly but surely moving the ball down the field, but this sack on Wedge on third down made it 4th and 16 for the Pumas with less than a minute to go. And this was it. Converting on this 4th down will keep the Pumas state title hopes alive. Wedge hiked the ball, dropped back to pass, and got rid of the ball before being sacked, but QO's defense got the stop they needed. And that was it, guys. Quince Orchard won their second straight state championship as they beat Wise 26-21. Some seniors on Quince Orchard spoke after the game on what it felt like to end their high school football careers with another state title win.
I've been at Quince Orchard for 4 years now, and I know the coach very well, and it's my third state championship at this point. And honestly, I just wanted to finish off the right way, and that's what we did.
I wouldn't want to go out no other way. This is my second state championship, and I was at QO for 3 years. I started at Wild Lake, and then I transferred over. And literally the first thing I kind of got when I got there is that state championships are like the standard. Like, we're not just going out and trying to be a second round or first round exit. We're trying to win state championships. So I would say we did what our in-season goal was.
I'm not going to lie, y'all, I was definitely rooting for Wise to get their revenge against Quince Orchard, but congratulations to the Cougars on the win. Now, there was also some college hoops action as well over the weekend, as the Bowie State men's basketball squad fell to Howard University 85-69. The Bulldogs took the court for their next game versus California University of Pennsylvania at 5:30. And the Lady Bulldogs won their 6th straight game this past Friday against Shippensburg University, 71-37. Head coach Shade Swan and company will try to make it 7 straight wins in their game against Winston-Salem State on Saturday. Meantime, the Washington Commanders took the field yesterday afternoon against the Minnesota Vikings. And the Burgundy and Gold had another terrible showing, especially on the offensive side of the ball. Washington got shut out. That's right, shut out on their way to losing the game 31-0. This team is absolutely struggling right now as the team has gone 2 months without winning a game. Head coach Dan Quinn spoke after the matchup on the team's struggles against the Purple and Gold, despite the positive signs he saw leading up to the matchup.
I liked how the practice week looked, having Noah back. That was kind of the one more piece we were getting into, and finding that continuity was big. So, like I said, I didn't see this coming. I thought it was a time to take another step forward. That's what my eyes told me at practice, and through the first drive, liked what we saw, and then obviously just fell out of rhythm, and they did not. And we got to make them to it. All the situations, the ball, the things that we said would be the deciding factors in the game, they were. We just happened to not nail them.
Washington will face off next versus the New York Giants on Sunday. And that wraps up your Monday sports page. Simon Bucks, CTV Sports.
Thanks, Simon. Those Commanders really can't catch a break.
They can't.
Oh, my goodness. Woo. So let's get a look at our 3-day weather forecast. It is going to be cold, and you guessed it, cold. Tonight, temperatures are expected to hit a low of 19 degrees. Tomorrow, it'll be 37 degrees and mostly sunny. Wednesday, it'll be 48 degrees, but we have a 30% chance of rain around 1 p.m. Thursday will be mostly sunny with a high of 42 and a low of 28.
And for our community calendar, tomorrow, Joe's Movement Emporium is hosting an acupuncture and bodywork event. Discover the healing powers of acupuncture, a key part of traditional Chinese medicine, which has been used to manage chronic pain, stress, and anxiety. This event takes place from noon to 1:30 p.m. For more information, visit joesmovement.org.
Do you have a story to tell? You can reach out to our CTV News tip line.
Just give us a call at 301-386-4085, or you can send an email to ctvnews@pgctv.org. As always, we look forward to hearing from you.
And that wraps up CTV News for now. Thanks for joining us.
We'll see you again tomorrow. Have a good night.